How's it huffin', Jankheads? Welcome back to Arctico. We are picking up not quite where we left off because since the last episode, I have done a considerable amount of work actually. Last episode we did a huge expedition and we found a ton of stuff. A ton of interesting stuff like artifacts and the mammoth skeleton, which was crazy, and the space station, which was also insane. But we also found a ton of resources. We found a ton of ore, which I have processed almost all of, not even all of it, considering I kind of stopped needing more. You can see I'm well over 5,000 hardware at the moment, which is how much we need to fix the elevator, which is what we're doing this episode, as soon as I catch you up with all the upgrades I've made to our base. But yeah, we have even more ore to work with, plenty of crystals left. I have a ton of energy at this point because of my brand new energy farm, which I will give you guys a tour of. You can also see we're down to 0 samples and not a ton of money, and that's because I processed all that samples into data and then sold all that data and got a shitload of money, but then I also spent all that money into upgrades, buying some extra hardware to build some more stuff, and also, yeah, buying some of these, which almost all cost money, as we remember, even just the basic decorations. But yeah, so let me catch you up with what we got going here, what I sort of did in between episodes. First things first, do have 2 drills here just to get those last 2 ore deposits, so we're automatically getting those every day. That actually might be why I have this extra ore that I haven't processed yet. First things first, you can also see I've changed the colors of everything just because I had the extra money. I was like, you know what? Might as well do some painting, get everything looking crazy and wicked. I didn't actually paint that thing now that I'm thinking about it, but I do like the look of it, so I'm okay with that. Now, over here, I did want to upgrade the sled, obviously, because it says upgrade sled, $9,000, but when you click on it, it says max level reached. So the sled is done. We already had the max level of sled, which is great. That means we had the max level for that whole expedition, which in hindsight is actually pretty cool, even if I was excited to see if there was going to be another cool upgrade of some kind. So, okay, next thing's next. Let's go into here, kind of our lab zone. You can see I built another hardware maker for welding all of that hardware, which, you know what, I might as well get some more of that going because I have so much energy. Use the shit out of these laboratories to get all those samples done. I put the lamp in here rather than the fire pit because this definitely gives more light, and I actually do kind of like the look, and the fire pit figure makes sense having it outside, kind of just warm the area up a little bit. It doesn't look like I can build on top of this. Maybe there's something I can figure out to do it, but from what I can tell, it doesn't seem like. So if we do want to make that elevated base, we're going to have to do something with an elevator and then just like the platform that you can build, I think. I'll figure it out. Maybe in the next episode, like, we'll see how this one goes, and then maybe we'll do, like, a big, you know, building episode to kind of finish this off, because I am kind of feeling like this could be one of the last episodes, just considering I think we're going to get into the cave, and from what I can tell, that's going to be, I mean, it's the last thing we can explore, so I'm assuming it's kind of the end of the game, you know? Okay, so yeah, in here, I did make sure that this stuff works, and it does. This is a fully automated farming process for this game. This thing requires just a little bit of energy, and since I have the silo here, it can just funnel all of its stuff into there. And yeah, it doesn't, these things do not make a ton of crops. Like, it does take a while. I can probably sell, like, a couple of these at this point. Yeah. So not bad. You know what? Not terrible, honestly. If I can do one sell of all of them, I'm up to 6K. Nice. Honestly. Oh, there goes a rocket. I didn't send any data recently. I don't know what that thing's doing. I guess maybe we just have automated some auto data collecting or something. I don't think so. But either way, that's pretty cool. And you know what? Just for funsies, let's repaint this. Let's do like this for this one, just for fun. Just because I kind of want to see. Okay, interesting. Okay, didn't change too much, but that's fine. That's fine. That was only 2K anyway. So yeah, this fully automated farming process does work, which is awesome. You can definitely expand this whole operation. I don't even know if these things need to be inside to work. I'm like assuming being in this specialized dome helps them work more. Oh, there's a sprinkler up there now that I'm seeing it. Huh. But this wasn't keeping the plants watered before I had the sprinkler, so I guess I'm not totally sure. Interesting. Well, maybe it was. I did also build this thing, the thing we found in the space station. Apparently it's a star map, so these are just like stars that we're seeing, like a projector. So that's kind of cool. Kind of just a fun thing to have. Speaking of decorations, I did also throw this kind of just big outpost lamp over here, which is flickering a bunch. I didn't realize I was going to do that. Kind of weird. Did also build this. It's the camera with lots of zoom. So, kind of just lets you zoom and look out into the expanse. And you can turn around, look at our base and everything. That's pretty nifty. Let's see. Don't think anything's different over here. The boys should all be good, chilling in the sled. Oh, you know what? Okay, they do need a feeding. They do need a feeding. You know what? This is probably going to be the last time y'all are going to be fed until we're out of the cave, I would honestly think. Maybe I'll feed them before we go in. I think I do have a decent amount of fish at the moment. I did do a couple of fishing trips just to feed myself and the boys while I was doing all this work. I did have to do a lot of sleeping in the bunk bed just to like progress time, mostly because of energy. But as you can see, the energy problem has been, I mean, all but fixed at this point, and that is partially because of these. These are the wind turbines. You can see they got 18 in them right now. They don't collect as fast as the solar panels do during the day, but they collect during the night as well, just the same amount, so that's pretty huge. And they have 30 maximum energy rather than 20, which the solar panels have. Oopie, my phone just went off. Shut up. You also, I hope you guys aren't hearing... There's a really loud cricket right outside my window, so I hope you guys aren't hearing that as well. It's annoying the shit out of me, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, all of this in our energy collector, like this thing can just collect all of this and we get a shitload of energy now, so we don't have to worry about that too much for the time being. Now, what else? Is there anything else I need to catch up on? I guess, yeah, otherwise, you know, we did the paint job. I got the armor set in here just for funsies. But yeah, I think that's everything, and I think that means we are good to go, everyone. I believe there's nothing that's going to stop us from going and exploring that cave system, for which we have found 3 elevators, all in different locations, so it's probably pretty big, which makes me quite excited. So, that means, unless there's anything else I want to do, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's not. I do think we might do an extra building episode just for fun after this one, especially if you guys want to see that, but I think for now, the base is good. So, let's go over here. There was an elevator in here, but the actual entrance was here. So I'm going to go there. And yeah, I mean, just a quick trip across the ice. We got the upgraded sled and everything at this point, so we're solid. We got food. I think I'm good, man. I think we're good. All right, boys. We got one, perhaps final mission ahead of us. We're going to careen across this ice as a team one last time. That thing right there, that is not a whale skeleton. You know what? Now that I'm looking at the skull more clearly, that is just not a whale skeleton. It's just not. That is also a giant... Maybe it is just like a prehistoric creature. I mean, it's way bigger than any prehistoric creature was, just like that mammoth skeleton was. I mean, yeah, it ends over here. I still think there's some crazy Leviathan shit going on, like Lovecraftian shit. And frankly, you're not going to convince me otherwise. But all right. One final mission. You guys, I mean, I have no idea where we're going to pop out. I guess if we fast travel home, the dogs should come with us either way, even if we're not near them, I think. I hope. All right, boys. Can't stall any longer. Let's do this. Mush! Oh, shit. The freezing water harmed your dogs and you were forced to return to the... Oh, shit. Well, damn. That wasn't... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Fuck. That kind of sucks. I honestly just thought that was going to be shallow enough that we could just get over that, but there you go. That is officially our first death. The dogs are all fine. Thank God. But I did just get sent all the way back home. So is this gonna, like, come out? this would be a funny thumbnail. I gotta be honest, this would be pretty funny. This does seem to be completely fucking me, though. Wait, so what if I, out of curiosity, let's try this. Go here, fast travel. Let's just see if this just resets us and puts the sled back in the thing. Yes, okay, we're fine. Okay. Well, that sucked. What? I mean, it's fine. I just gotta run back out there. Alright. Mush again, I guess. We're not gonna time lapse. We're just gonna cut. Yeah, alright. Not making that mistake this time. No thank you. No thank you. I would not like to do that entire trip again. It does take, I mean, it's only like probably like maybe like 3 minutes at this point with our upgraded sled, but still, there's just not a lot out here, you know? The ice stays pretty empty for the most part, so it's nice to, it would be nice to just be able to get into the cave. I've waited so long. Frankly, I'm excited. I'm very excited as to what's gonna be in here. You ready, boys? I swear, if it actually was like 50,000 hardware that I needed or something like that, I'm gonna be pissed off. There's no way, though. There's no way. I'm just being an anxious Alexander, and you know, that's fine. Just don't listen to me. All right, the boys are fed. They're gonna be fine for a while. Let's just make sure this works. Fix cave's elevator system. Okay. I think it worked. Well, I think it worked. It wasn't very climactic, but I'm just gonna assume that it worked. And that we can do this now. Oh, okay. I guess I don't know why. No, I was definitely expecting the elevator to actually go down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. 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 Holy shit. Okay. Okay. So, we're under the ice? I mean, we must be. I assume this water is straight up just falling from the ceiling, like the ice slowly melting. This is crazy, though. I mean, it's very pretty. It looks like the damn night sky. I assume that's just the underside of the ice that for some reason looks like that. Okay, got a pretty wicked base. This is a pretty huge structure. What is this? Whoa, what? What? I'm collecting data while I'm in here. What is this? What is this looking at? Is this looking at, like... Wow, I can actually get data pretty fast down here. That is not bad. Was that just a gig that I just got? Like, do I own that now? I think so. Interesting. So what is that connected to? Is that okay, that's connected to this thing. I don't know if we can get in there. Maybe it's just looking at the underside of the ice. I guess, I mean, I don't know why it would be moving so damn much. I don't know what's living there. Can I cook here? Apparently I can. You know what? Just for fun, let's put some fish on. Oh. Okay, so you can't. Okay, but it lets you try. Fun. Give me some of that. What's this? Some ore. Some data and some ore. Another glider blueprint. Wait, how many does that give us? 4 out of 5. Fuck. Okay, unless the other one is down here somewhere too, which it might be, then I might have to look up where the last one is. Could sleep. I guess I don't necessarily feel like I need to do that. What is this? This was the perfect place to isolate my experiments from cosmic rays and background radiation. So I took the Oh, wait, that's interesting. So I took the advantage and built my most complex projects. A particle accelerator and a dark matter detector. Bro, he's building a particle accelerator? Isn't that like what the super collider? No, I guess that's a super collider. But it also accelerates particles, right? It's like, I mean, it's like both, I think. And a dark matter detector. Awesome. Was that machine that I was just looking at a dark matter detector? Was I looking at dark matter? Because that's fucking crazy. I prefer to work quietly while in the caves. I really do not want to disturb the silence, the water, and the minerals. Everything here, the stalagmites, the crystals, everything seems to possess a delicate perpetuity that must not be disrupted. Yeah, I mean, frankly, I agree. I was already a little bit, like, saddened just to see so much, so much of man's creation down here, you know, all these buildings and everything. It's such a beautiful natural cave. Assuming it is natural. I mean, I guess it must be with all those crystals forming. Those things are crazy, by the way. Okay, well, let's check out this thing. Can I interact with this some way, or is this just a gigantic machine? I think it is, honestly. I think this is just a gigantic machine. So, okay, it doesn't seem to actually have anything to do with the ice itself. It's just that this is a really good place to do, like, physics experiments, I guess, is kind of the gist. There's fish down here. Some big-ass fish, too. I do only have 6, so I guess I could do some cave fishing. You know, I mean, I can't say I'm too inclined to do fishing. Well, there's a whole beautiful ass cave to explore. Look at this place. So are these crystals ice crystals? Oh, and we got some ore. I guess this I do at least want to get. Huh. All right, big crystal. I guess I was expecting this to be samples, but maybe the samples have already been taken. There's just ore to get. All right, well, I will at least get the ore. So let me go back to the mines. You know how it is. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? That is not the normal ore. Okay, so it's got like the normal drill marker thing, but when I actually drill it up, it's this. Okay, let's see. 38 crystals, 7.1 kilograms, 0 samples. So that gave me a little bit of ore and some crystal. Okay. So these are like, okay, like ore crystals. Okay. I really don't have a lot of uses for crystals is kind of the problem. I mean, maybe there's some late game thing that's going to need a shitload of them, so maybe I'll still be happy I have these. I'll grab them either way. And, okay, I think that's the last one, at least for this little area. So how many? Okay, I'm up to 52 crystals. I mean, if anything does take crystals, I'm definitely going to have plenty. We know that. But all right, even if I come across, okay, yeah, I did figure I'd come across some more. I'll do a sweep at the end and get all of these. I guess, I mean, at the end of the day, if all they're giving me is crystal, let me just double check, make sure this is the same thing. If all they're giving me is crystal, and I don't have a use for crystals necessarily, I mean, holy shit, there is a load of them down here. Okay, there is some samples over here as well. I'll grab these. But as far as just the crystals go, I can always come back down here if I need a bunch of crystals. So I think I'm just going to save those for later. Especially because we can still upgrade my drill some. It's hard not to dream when underground stars are lighting the granite. Whoa, as if the vast and silent song of the universe was resonating through the Earth's crust. So is that granite? But then all of these crystals are lighting up the ceiling? Interesting. Interesting. Alright, well, let me just grab some samples. These are just normal samples, correct? Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, these I definitely will at least all get while we're down here. It's just free money at the end of the day. Let's see what else is down here, though, because I am curious. We got little pools of the water cascading down. That's got to be some of the best water. Well, that's the thing, though. At the same time, we talked about this in another episode, but it's like the water is probably beautiful, glacier, clear, elegant, wonderfully cold and fantastic. But then at the same time, it could have, you know, mammoth AIDS, and then you just get that and you die. So it's, you know, it's a give and take. Got a big black skeleton down here, kind of interesting. Some more samples, and perhaps, are these notes? Yeah, I think so, yeah. I've always wanted to wander these worlds. I've always wanted to look at life through its most secret shapes and hues. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I had to be a scientist. I knew science was the right path towards nature and its unknown wonders. All right. I mean, he's born to be a nerd. That's some of us are just born that way, I guess. Respect. That didn't look like a normal sample. Why? Some of the samples seem to like glow, and then some of them are just black rocks. But yeah, it seems to just still be a sample. So all right, pretty awesome. I can still get my kayak down here despite it being attached to my sled that is on the surface. But hey, you know, I'm not gonna question it because boating down here is elegant. It's beautiful. What the shit is that, dude? There has to be some reason other than just it's the best place to do experiments that this cave has been studied so much. Because, I mean, look at that thing. What is that? What is this? I can zoom. I can see the sample markers. God, imagine if, like, something just, like, fucking screamed at me right now. It is creepy. Huh, alright, well, what do we get? Some data and a note. I've been studying this comet ever since I found it over a decade ago. To this day, I still have more questions than answers. I am starting to make peace with the fact that this will be another of the many puzzles I leave unsolved. Dude. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I do get the comet. It kind of looks like a comet and its trail was frozen, which is kind of crazy, kind of cool. Bunch of samples, which I will grab. Another fishing thing. There's an elevator. Okay, so that's probably the elevator to the submarine, right? Interesting. All right, well, I got a bunch of samples to grab. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Wait, was the submarine missing, like, a whole, like, chunk? Like, was the whole butt end of the submarine just gone? I don't really remember that being the case, but perhaps. Gramophone. Okay, we already saw one of those. We can sleep in the butt end of the submarine. Very cool, very cool. Today marks over 4 months since the start of my expedition, and today I have even more hope of finally finding this beast. What? 2 days ago, I spotted a whale fall, and its body had clear traces of a recent encounter, multiple suction scars. I feel I am getting closer than ever to reaching this lifelong dream. Whoa! Okay, so either this is like some science submarine and they were trying to figure out what a colossal or a giant squid was before actually discovering the giant squid, or they were tracking Cthulhu, which was eating whales. So that's the one that I like. You know, I think we can all kind of pick and choose which one we want to believe, because that's life. At the end of the day, you know, that's life. You're just picking and choosing what you want to believe at every single moment. Now, I'm just going to double check, I guess. I mean, I'm almost entirely positive that this is... I was wrong. This is this one. Oh, the samples have respawned. I will grab those. Okay, though, this is this one. Yeah, right, this one. Yeah. The one that's way far south, because base is there. And we entered here. So I thought we were going to come out here. But no, we're way down here already. That is crazy. Okay, I'm going to grab these samples and then go back in. But that's confusing. Maybe the cave is just like a... It's like the nether, you know? Like it's like overlaid up over the overworld, but just at like a small... But it's just smaller. I don't know. Let's go back down. That is shocking to me. Oh, but okay. Okay, what's the next... Where are we going next? I guess we could go check out those big mushroom-looking things. I mean, I assume they're mushrooms. I mean, they must be mushrooms. Okay, yeah. Looks like this is done, so let's keep moving. There are so many of these crystal deposits down here. You could get a shitload. If we ever need crystals, I'm just heading right down here, doing a big sweep, and I mean, we could probably get like 100 just in one journey. Who knows if they respawn too, because all the other ones do. Interesting. I can actually take a sample of the mushroom. What's it gonna look like? Oh, did that just did that just disintegrate into the ether? Or I think it did, but okay, kind of interesting that I can at least sample the mushrooms. Looks like we got a little something or other over there. I was not expecting there to be huge glowing mushrooms down here. That is cool. That is cool. This does also give Subnautica vibes. This game really does feel like the polar Subnautica. I refuse to let go of me. I've lived a full and happy life. I deserve ownership and knowledge to every bit of it. So I choose to remember. Okay. Seems like a good general thing to do. You left your Walkman down here, though, bro. Huh. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. More samples to grab. So, oh, there's a bunch more. Like, let me actually see. Hold on. I'm at 16. If I grab one of these, it is here. And then I get... Wait, what? 16:8. 16:10. Oh, these are oh, you can just harvest mushrooms from these. Okay, never mind. Well, we don't need just like a shitload of mushrooms. So I think we can keep moving. There's got to be... Oh, there's another elevator. So is that the one that's gonna go to the submarine? What? I guess it looks like it's kind of at the end of the cave. So yeah, let's go after this. There's some fish in here too. It's not even a fishing spot. That's not even a fishing spot. Looks like there could be some more stuff over here as well. A little camp or something. If this goes to the submarine, that doesn't make any sense, right? Because this is like way further on. These must be samples. Yeah, okay, cool. What's this? A boat. How the hell? How in the Sam hell? Some money, epic, some more samples. I'll grab those. How the hell did you get down here, my friend? I followed my ambitions to the confines of the world. I met pain and fear with dignity and character. In the solitude of the open sea, I got to know and make peace with myself. Today, as I write this letter, today I face the inevitability of death, and I sink gracefully for all of my adventures, while also wishing for a last one. And I sink grateful for all of my adventures. Okay, yeah. No, today I face the inevitability of death. Okay, so they were writing that as they were dying? Bro, what? Bro! I didn't even see... I just grabbed the money and didn't even pay attention to what was actually here. Bro! I think I found him. I think I found... I don't know if this was Dr. Garcia. Maybe this wasn't because it's with the boat. Maybe it's one of the... like the old explorers or something, but I found one of them. We found the remains of one of the people. Crazy. Okay, let me grab these samples and then... God, that's crazy. Let me grab these samples and then we gotta go up and see where this elevator goes. And we pop out... here. Huh? Wait, was this my auto drill? Oh no, this is just an old defunct one. Okay, so this does go to the submarine. How does that make any sense? How? Now we're right back over to where we were, but this is on the other side of the cave. Okay, weird. It seems to me like there's no correlation as far as where the underground relates to the overground, which is weird to me. That seems like a weird decision. But okay, well, we've already explored that, so let me just I mean, this isn't just the end of there must be something else down here, right? I guess I don't know exactly what else I'm hoping to find, but like I feel like there must be something else. I mean, I'm hoping to find at least the other glider blueprint. Frankly, you studying the big fish? Well, okay. Yeah, let me keep looking around in here because I do think there's gotta be something else, but I think those are the only 3 exits, so I guess, I mean, that's something. There's gotta be something else in here. Oh, wait a minute. No, there is something new. I don't think I've seen that yet. Okay, hold on, people, hold on. We got a whole nother area. I knew there was something left, and I was right. It's right behind the meteor. I knew it. I knew it. I was getting too sad too fast. Come on, there's more. I bet this is where the glider's gonna be too. The last one. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks like a habitat. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. What the fuck? What is that? No, what the fuck? Is that a fucking eyeball? Holy shit, I think it might be a fucking eyeball. Okay, well this just literally became shivering. Oh my god, it's got fucking tentacles. Dude, it is a fucking giant squid. But like, I mean like a giant squid. I mean, we're talking like a fucking Cthulhu-sized squid, because ain't no normal giant squid that big. Holy shit! It, like, looks, I mean, not alive, but, you know, like, not a skeleton. Oh my god. I mean, a giant squids don't have skeletons. It would just be that little, weird little bony piece in the middle. Dude. Oh my god, that is actually so creepy. Like a shiver just went down my spine. Huh. I remember waking up every morning, taking a few sips of coffee with milk, going out searching for anything that would catch my attention so I could later see it through the microscope in our basement. I remember my mother's smile. She had a way of finding enjoyment in everything I did. Dude, hold on. This is like actually recontextualizing some shit for me. So what if... Okay, shut up for a second. What if all of that shit about these people like losing their minds and being drawn to this place and then like wanting to forget about humanity and then just like die out here? What if that's that thing's fucking brain that's still trapped in there, like doing Cthulhu shit and like, you know, controlling people and making them go crazy? That's wild. Dude, that new headcanon. Also, the crystals that are over there are definitely a different color than any other crystals, so that's interesting. God damn, that shit is so creepy, actually. I can't believe I almost left thinking that was it. Insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, this is the glider, right? Dark matter detector blueprint. Okay, so no. But we can build a dark matter detector, I guess. Is that what this is? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So this is like, dude, you're dark matter detecting next to this fucking, next to Cthulhu? That's insane. You want to go mad. Interesting. So I guess I could build one of these just to farm some data back home. I mean, it would be kind of just a cool thing to have, I guess. Let me just, get at least a gig and then dip. 14? Oh, right, because I've been collecting them the whole time. I was like, oh my god, is that multiplied by fucking 10 or some shit? But no, okay, I think that's just a normal amount, but still kind of interesting. This disease has turned my work into an impossible task. What a few months ago was my domain is now unreachable and alienating to me. Yes, he was talking about a disease. This fucking Cthulhu squid put a goddamn disease in his brain, dude. Oh my god. This is actually fucking terrifying. This is actually fucking terrifying. This thing looks cool. Just the lighting and everything looks cool, if nothing else. Huh. Okay. Well, there's a fishing spot over there. Is this like... we still need that last glider blueprint from somewhere. I want to go over to the squid. I mean, I don't, but I do. You know, I do. Because of course I do. Oh my god. Okay, but I guess it still seems like this is kind of the last thing. So is the last glider blueprint still somewhere up on the surface? I bet it is. I bet it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well here's that. There's that. We did that. Cool. Now, I mean, I gotta go over there, right? Dude, imagine we just hear like a roar and then it just cuts to black and that's the end of the game. Oh my god, there's something up there. There's fucking samples up there. It wants me to go up there. Oh my god, dude. Hold on. Hold on. I'm actually scared. I am actually a little bit scared. This thing is fucking terrifying, dude. Also, yes, this is probably gonna be the thumbnail. Dude, that's crazy. Hold on. Just like, yeah, like right there. That's crazy, dude. Getting close to it is actually freaking me the fuck out. I do not like the idea of getting close to it. When I first saw that eye from a distance, I was like, there's no way. It must just be a hole. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it. It seems like it's going to be weird to touch. Okay, so that sample, oh god. Dude, I mean, there's not a human being on Earth that could find this on an Arctic expedition and then not completely lose their goddamn minds. There's just no way. Dude, it's so big. It's so big. But all the other stuff was big, too. So is there something about this island that makes shit big? Like, is this Godzilla Island? Oh, is that what this crystal is? Oh my god, dude. I really still don't want to touch it. That eye is fucked up. Okay, there's 2 samples here we can get. Let's just see We're at 28, 14, 10, 56, 539. Let's just see. Oh. Oh. I was going to say, we've extracted nothing. Okay, we got one sample from that. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, not exactly groundbreaking. But it's certainly new. God, I feel like something's gonna happen at any moment, and I am truly terrified. Huh. Well, I don't want to say that's it because this was insane, but I mean, I guess I was hoping for that last glider blueprint was part of it, but I guess that's probably just somewhere on the surface. So, okay, I think I might officially call it that this is it for the cave. I gotta touch it. I gotta touch it at least once, right? Touch. I don't like it. Hold on, I want to stand on top of it. Oh my god, I'm on top of a fucking squid. Oh my god, I'm on Cthulhu's head. This is weird. Ah, no, it's weird. Ah, it's weird. I just feel like it's gonna break and I'm just gonna fall into like brain matter, you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, that was eventful. I think we can officially say we have discovered the secret of the cave and of the island. It is either that thing or the crystal that is turning things into big things. You get it. Dude. Holy shit. Holy shit. All right, well, yeah, I'm pretty damn sure that's everything. I guess maybe it's the meteorite? Maybe those crystals are like chunks of meteorite, and that's what's turning shit big? Maybe. Okay, well, yeah, I'm gonna do one last check, just double check, make sure there's nothing we're missing. And then, yeah, I guess we'll head home? I guess with this newfound knowledge, maybe this is kind of it, you know? Maybe this is kind of the end, so to speak. Let me just double check over here by the meteorite. It feels like such an important thing. Oh, right, these samples of... I'll get the samples again on my way out, just so we have buku bucks to spend, but... Oh my god. This big meteorite is doing some crazy shit, dude. Does it, like, glow the closer I get? Or is that just, like, a lighting effect? I think that's just the lighting. Okay. Well, you know what? I do feel pretty satisfied. We've officially explored the cave. Good for us. And I think that means we've explored the whole island, except there's the last glider blueprint still, so there's something I've missed. Right. Well, we've explored the cave, so let me just grab some samples, and you know what? Let's get out of here. I want to see my dogs again. Oh, wait a minute. I think... Hold on. Oh, shit. I just clicked the map on accident. It just shows me the 3 elevators. Hold on. I was just looking through here, and I was like, wait, I just saw this. And I don't think that I've actually done this. Dr. Garcia's blueprints found. All of them except... Okay, there's still 7 of those. There's still 8 notes that I haven't found. There's still a glider blueprint. Dark matter detector, I have 3 out of 1, which is insane. But then I have this, which... Jankum, that's me. We are thrilled to know that you've recovered every single blueprint and most of the documents left behind by Dr. Garcia and other explorers. I don't have the last glider blueprint. Okay. We will send the vessel as soon as you feel ready, and I can just end my expedition by clicking this button? Okay, well, I guess that's the final thing. I was still just doing a double check sweep through here to make sure everything's chilling. I'm getting a little bit of lag for some reason right now. Still just a shitload, and just an endless shitload of crystals down here, which at this point I definitely don't think I'm ever going to need. But yeah, I guess that's an option for an ending. I don't know. I mean, at the same time, I kind of don't want to, like, end the game because I still want to build some stuff. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to save and then do it just so, you know, we can come back if we need to. I do think I'm pretty confident at this point. I've seen everything in the cave, so it's time to leave. I'm going to head home, make sure I can get the boys back. And, yeah, I guess I guess we might actually go home. Like, home. All right. And we're back. Yep, just like that. I just used fast travel as soon as I got out of the elevator, and here I am. Back home. How you boys doing? You feeling all right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They were just chilling out there for a little while. They're doing just fine. All right. Well, I have 42 samples, some gigs to spend, decent amount of ore again with a shitload of crystals, energy, even got some extra money and shit. There's a lot we could do, theoretically. It did say we had the dark matter detector blueprint, but now that I'm actually thinking about it, I don't actually know how I would build that. Like, that's not in here, right? I guess I could just give it a check. Maybe it's like one of the building upgrades. I guess I could believe that. Dr. Garcia's microscope. Okay, I think that's what I unlocked while I was down there. Interesting. Huh. Okay, well, I definitely do feel like there's more we can do, there's more we can build, and there's more fun we can have, but at the same time, we've completed our expedition. We've done the work we needed to do. We found the secret of the island of ice. We beat Arctico. Did my headphones just turn off? Hold on. There we go. Okay. Well, what was I saying? Right, yeah, we've beaten the game. I think we've done it, you know? There's more I want to do in theory, but at least for now, I think we can say that we can finally rest. We've done enough science. We've probably cured cancer by now. So I think we can safely say that we can stop. I'm going to save here, though. I'm going to save right here. And then I'm going to open this, open up our message. We are thrilled to know that you've recovered every single blueprint and most of the documents left behind by Dr. Garcia and other explorers. We will send the vessel as soon as you feel ready. I guess I feel as ready as I'll ever be. Bye. Bye, dogs. Bye, boys. I guess I didn't even think to say goodbye to them because I kind of just assumed they'd be coming with me. Oh. It said connection lost for a second. I don't know why it said that. Sending the vessel? Oh, okay. I guess I came here by boat. Hopefully the boat did not crash because of Cthulhu. Dear Jankum, during my final days, I learned that the thing I value most, the one thing I just could not bear to lose, is my identity. I learned that this identity is built and dependent upon the remembrance of countless moments, the remembrance of how these moments made me feel, of how I acted and pondered. I found that each moment, feeling, and thought I still remembered was invaluable and sacred. These were the remnants of my memory that allowed me to guard this identity until my very last breath, to contemplate one last sunset as myself. Interesting. I suppose that fits with the themes of the game, like a preservation of identity. And as the sun was setting one last time, I learned that contemplation is how we thoroughly consume the expansive beauty of life, that we can contemplate the precious minutes of our existence because we get to own an identity. And through contemplation, we nurture and protect it. Yeah, you know what? That's bars. I fuck with that. So if there is an advice I would dare give you, it is to enjoy contemplation. Give great value to the moments of silence that life presents to you. Give great value to vast landscapes and thoughts. Give time to your mind so it can wholly traverse them. Contemplate the stars and contemplate yourself, because my dear Jankum, you and everything that makes you yourself is truly invaluable. Wow. The word invaluable has always been confusing to me because it's like valuable, but then with in front of it. So you'd think it would mean like not valuable, but it just means like it can't be valued because it's so valuable. You get it. Okay. All right. Little ending philosophy bars from good old Dr. Garcia. I assume that's who that is. I did think they died. Maybe that was one final note. Thank you for playing Arctico. Well, shit. Claudio Norori and Antonio Vargas. That was an awesome game. That was an awesome game indeed. All right, yeah. This is gonna be officially our finale then, I suppose. We will definitely be coming back for at least one more episode just to do some building and kind of finish. Yeah, I want to see the glider. I want to fly around the island. That sounds dope. I want to build a huge, insane base. I have a feeling that even if I just click continue, it might just throw me right back into our world. That is often how these games work. So yeah, especially if you guys want to, tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you want me to build. Some big, interesting base idea, which decorations you most want to see, anything like that. And I will be sure to include it in our finale, our bonus episode. This, however, is the finale, because that is the end of the story. That is the end of pretty much all the content in the game, other than just, you know, the couple extra building options that we're going to explore. And yeah, that game was simple, a little boring sometimes, but overall a great time. I really enjoyed it. It's a little slow just because of all the dog sledding and shit. If I'm being honest, I had to throw a podcast in the background during some of the parts that I cut out just because, you know, it takes a while. Some of the grinding took a little while too. But in the end, once I kind of got how all the systems work and everything, I did really enjoy it. It does feel a lot like Subnautica, but just with a completely different environment. The dog sled is a great touch. It does absolutely make it fun. I think this game has a lot of potential, like, to get cooler, to get, like, more interesting story beats. I mean, if that's not what they're doing with it, that's totally fine. If they just want to kind of keep it as is, as a mostly simple but still fun and interesting survival game, then that's totally fine. I think the game's beautiful. I think I love the dogs. I thought it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the exploring. Definitely a little tedious with the sample gathering and that sort of stuff. But hey, you know, in the end, all the stuff to explore was pretty cool. Like finding the mammoth skull and the space station was awesome. But then in this episode, finding, I mean, the last parts of the base were cool, but then finding the fucking squid, that really made it for me. That was so sick. It wasn't a bone, it was an actual fucking frozen thing, because that's what can happen in ice. Things can be preserved. And yeah, my headcanon of the Cthulhu beast, like, trying to drown everyone out. It even works with the story, because you're like, they try to tell you that identity is very important to preserve, and it's like, it feels like a lot of the explorers completely lost their identities just in search of the wide open, or like becoming one with their environments. I mean, the sailor jumped into the ocean, and the space guy contemplated if the space shuttle fell down, then he would jump out, and it did fall down, so we can assume the space people just jumped out and are just in space. So it's like, did Cthulhu bring the space station down too? I bet it did. I bet it did. That's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. I really do hope you enjoyed. Let me know, again, anything you want to see in this game, and probably what will be the one final episode that we'll do later this week. And I'll be sure to do it. But for now, everybody, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Jankheads.